Dana. Welcome back to the Silly Girls Kitchen. On this week's episode, we're going way back in time. We're going to one of my staple recipes on thesillygirlskitchen.com, Golden Oreo strawberry cheesecake bars. Let's just take a moment, shall we? Take a moment to appreciate it. Okay, Golden Oreo strawberry cheesecake bars, come on. The name by itself should have you drooling already. These are a tried and true recipe. I think they went up on my blog in like 2013, 2014. I can't even remember. I've been doing this for so long, it's just like every year is a blur. But they are so good and I keep making this recipe to this day. One thing I do want to note that there was a lot of comments back in the day about the strawberry preserves that we actually are going to make the strawberry topping homemade today, but that they sink down into the cheesecake. I have perfected this recipe because you kind of tweak it just a little bit, but the main thing you have to make sure, do not skip this step. This is the most important step to make sure that we have the layered effect here of the strawberry bars. You have to puree the strawberry jam, I like to call it, until it is like liquid. So that's the only way that it's going to stay on top when the cheesecake bars are baking. So please remember and please do not skip that step. I know y'all ready to get into the recipe now, so let's get started. We have to make the strawberry topping first, so just put some fresh strawberries in a small sauce pot or a skillet and add some sugar, a little bit of water. We're going to bring that up to a boil, then reduce the heat down to a simmer and cover and simmer for about 5 minutes till the strawberries are softened. Then we're going to make a quick cornstarch slurry with some lemon juice, fresh squeezed lemon juice, and a little bit of cornstarch. Then we're going to pour that right into the strawberry mixture. And then just let that thicken. It just takes like a couple seconds, and take that off the heat and let that cool completely. Next, we're going to make the Golden Oreo crust by putting Golden Oreos in a food processor, adding some unsalted butter, and make sure that's all nice and combined. Then we're going to press this crust into a greased 8x8 baking pan, and we're going to bake that for about 5 minutes. While that is baking, we're going to make the cheesecake filling with cream cheese, sugar, a little bit of flour, 1 egg, and some sour cream. Then we're just going to pulse that again in the food processor. You don't have to clean it in between, which is really great. We're just going to pour that right over the crust. Then remember our most important step, we do puree up the strawberry preserves and we put that right on top. The best that you can, just try and smooth it over the top of the cheesecake layer. Then we're going to bake it again until the center is just the most slightly jiggly. Then we're going to let it cool down for about 10 minutes. Then we're just going to press on some extra crushed up Golden Oreos on top, let that cool down completely, cover with plastic wrap, place it in the fridge for 3 hours to let it set, and then we're ready to dig in. All right. Enough talking, enough preparing. I gotta taste these babies. I've been waiting for 3 hours in the fridge. Hello, a girl can't wait that long. So I gotta taste. Again, another moment of silence. You guys, if you don't make anything from my website ever again, or if you haven't made anything, make these. The Golden Oreo crust on these is just out of this world. I have made many different variations of this recipe because that crust, I just don't know how to describe it other than like the best like bakery crust you just have ever tasted. Alright, I gotta take this and run and go hide in a corner and just feast on this because a girl ain't had sugar in about a month now and this is just way too tempting. I deserve it, right? So as always, the full free printable recipe for these Golden Oreo strawberry cheesecake bars is down in the description box below. And as always, I would really would appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, hit that notification bell because every single Wednesday, we have a new episode of the Silly Girls Kitchen right here on YouTube. So I'll see you next week. Please. I hope to see you next week. Bye guys.